Okay, I'm here. Are you there? No, I guess so. That's kind of lame beginning. Yeah, lame beginning. We'll start off. I'm a little lame, actually. My hip is going funky on me. But whatever. Happens with old, decrepit people, I hear. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, I had a different subject on mind, and then walking down here, I decided to change the subject. I did watch a Remy video, so I shall post a... No, it's wrong way, that way. I'll post a link, and, Remy. And so I won't get on to the heroin metaphor. I'll let anti-bullshit man respond if he feels like it first. Give him a couple of days. But there was another part to the video where Remy was talking again about how I overreacted to the Hitler crap. And, it's, he just doesn't get it either. The parts of it that I was reacting to was the accusation that I lacked empathy or respect, or that I was a bigot. I could have stood the Hitler if it didn't have that damn Star of David behind it. That was what really put me over the edge. So I never, as I've stated, I've never had an anti-Jew emotion in my life. I mean, I don't like Israel. I didn't like its creation. I don't like its politics. I don't have any respect for that at all. I'm not for the creation of religious states. But I have absolutely no animosity towards the Jewish race or whatever. If it's any other religion. Obviously, I'm an atheist, so I don't have much respect for religions. But I have no bigotry against the Jew. But anyway, I'm not going to go through that whole bullshit. I have a ton of empathy and a ton of understanding of the Holocaust. And to me, the real Holocaust, the real evil of it wasn't Adolf Hitler, but was a population's willingness, to label people, to put little icons on them that said inferior, little identifiers, and then to segregate them. And blame them for their ills, even if, based on some standard, it had nothing to do with their actual activity. It's like arresting everybody who wears sneakers because some hoodlum, rapes and kills a woman in the park and he was wearing sneakers. It's horrible politics. And it's the inhumanity of that process was just grotesque. But anyway, moving on. There's still a valid subject here about this whole the idea of blocking people, the idea of the trolls, how much you should tolerate, how people should react, or what qualifies as an overreaction. They do win. If you don't react, they win, because they do, like a graffiti artist, they get their message into your head. Their memes become controlling memes. So I think it's stupid to say it doesn't work. It does. And if you just sit there and ignore it, you can't ignore it. It becomes part of the character of a video, the comment chain that's left behind. And if they're allowed to dominate it and control that chain, they can turn a message into nothing, because it'll be so obscured by their nonsense, by the distractions they create. Let's pay attention to his hair. Let's pay attention because he, has a wart on his forehead, or some other bullshit. And so I think it's bullshit to just say, yeah, we should put up with this crap. It's all part of free speech. No, typing in all caps, saying irrelevant nonsense is not part of responsible freedom. It's irresponsible crap. And I used to have this argument all the time with people because I was really intolerant of graffiti artists, even though I was an artist, because it was just inherently offensive to me that somebody would think, it's like I never even signed paintings. It was just so offensive that people would put just signatures on fucking walls. They didn't even do any goddamn art. They were just saying, look at me, here's my name. Look, I'm an artist, and here's my name. It's grotesque. And why should somebody impose their standard of attractiveness or something, or beauty, on everybody else? What the fuck is that? It's like weighing 600 pounds, and going to the beach in a Speedo or something. I mean, that's just fucking offensive. I mean, it's just rude. Period. Unacceptably rude. It's the whole movie theater argument. There's places, there's things in society where we're obliged to be careful of the effect we have on other people, and not to take advantage, and not to impose on them, impose on their sensibilities, not to play our music so loud that other people can't escape it, not to smell bad, not to do a lot of things that we're just not allowed to fucking do. And it's when people are assholes and trolls, we should label them such and treat them badly. And assholes like you, oh well, they're clever. They're clever little trolls that like to impose their message on top of other people's message and try to yell it louder because they'll dress it in a tutu. They'll do things to it to humiliate it and degrade it. And you applaud that crap. And it's not to be applauded. Graffiti artists are to have the shit kicked at them, as far as I'm concerned. They're useless parasites on society. It's not even a parasite. Well, part of it is parasitical because they're feeding their ego. But they're useless pieces of shit. They're garbage as human beings. Their ego is out of control because they don't want to play by the rules. Because the rules aren't going to let them get what they want. And so they have to create an unfairness. I don't like that angle. But I like the talking down one too. So anyway, and so fuck that shit. We're not committing some offense against freedom by just saying you're a fucking asshole. I mean, we have a right to at least label these bastards. And look, I'm not blocking near as many people as I used to, but because who cares? There's a point where it just doesn't matter anymore. People are barely getting the point anyway. I mean, I make videos and people don't even understand what the fuck I said anyway. But to say to say they're harmless, or to imply they're harmless, is bullshit. They ruin videos. I have it happen to myself. All right, I mean, I'll watch a video, and then I'll read the comments, and I'll start bending and warping what I got from the video. They'll start setting the agenda. They'll diminish it. Like I said, they'll bend the focus in some direction that I wouldn't have gone if it wasn't for their bullshit influence. And it's just cheap, and it's worth criticism, ridicule, and it's worth even rules to stop it. If I was going to be a Hitler about something, I'd put spammers and hackers in concentration camps. These people obviously have no sense of an obligation to society whatsoever. They're completely driven by their own self-interest and they don't have enough ethical knowledge of the fact that there are literally billions of other human beings on Earth that value their time and that they can't get what they want out of their life if they're going to be blighted by the burden of all this garbage that they have to weed through, created by these assholes. And it's just patently unethical behavior, and it has no excuse. It's not coming from ignorance. It's coming from a deliberate rejection of social obligation. I mean, if a human being acts like an animal because they are psychologically a fucking animal, well, yeah, you can accept that. But if somebody's been raised into civilization is literate, understands just the basics of life, they really should find no capacity, no way to rationalize what is basically stealing other people's time and welfare to satisfy some personal desire to make some extra money so they can, buy a new iPod. I mean, it's just fucking bullshit. So anyway, it'll be a video after all. Alright, so a lot of videos lately. Sorry about that. But, you gotta strike the iron while it is hot, as they say. No point in whamming at it when, it's not there. You don't have the chance. It's not heated up. So I have the opportunity, I make the videos. Maybe I won't have the opportunity, I won't make any videos. So you can always come back later, look at them later if there's just too many.